Hello, Capricorn. I've already shuffled and laid out the spread for you, Capricorn. So let's move on to your reading. Capricorn, the overall energy surrounding your money and finances. And you have a time for healing, but what do you need to release? Okay? There's going to be a time for healing. This is a time that healing is needed around your money and finances. And it's going to have something to do with you answering the question of what is it that you need to release. You might feel a little out in the cold or in the dark about something, or there's issues with getting illumination and clarity. But yeah, this is the energy surrounding your money and finances. Now, what you also got happening here is when I was shuffling for your energy, Capricorn, the first card that just jumped right on the hell out is you do have Thief. So some money may be being taken from you, or you are the person that's doing the taking. So you decide what side of this that you're on. But nonetheless, there's a taking energy here with the Thief here. It's a 24 that breaks down to a 6. So that has to do with the Lovers. So there may be something to do with integrity, okay, around decisions, or you know, the heart of the matter, or with commitments or agreements or contracts or a relationship, in a specific relationship. But there's something to do with issues of integrity here. Thief also talks about, you know, you could be trying to see how you could recoup a loss, or you may be trying to recover some money or address some lies here with the Thief. But there's issues with your planning, perhaps, okay, or you're somebody, there's a need to be careful about the cunningness that's going on here. I'm also hearing special set of skills, okay, but nonetheless, you also have adjudication and change, okay? That's a 30 breaking down to a 3. That's that Empress energy, and change is a 9, which is that Hermit energy. So with adjudication here, it looks like there's going to be some sort of mediation that happens around your money and finances. This could be about some money that is being that was taken or that will be taken. So for some of you, there's mediation that's going to create some sort of change, okay, or solution or answer here. So there's another party that's involved for some of you, but it looks like it has to do with money that's taken, or needing in search of being able to recoup, or whatever's going around with this theft energy. It looks like there's going to be a mediation and there's going to be a change. For some of you, that mediation and change is going to be money taken from you as a result. For others of you, adjudication and change looks like it's going to be talking about you needing to, or you're going to turn to mediation to get a change to something that was taken and try to get it recouped or get it back after it's been taken, right? Now, let's go into your messages, okay? So, Capricorn, your money situation, the condition of your money is going to be the 4 swords in reverse. So there's going to be some sort of problem with recovery and retreat, okay? So it looks like there's issues with recovering some money. So this pertaining to those of you where money is taken. But also the 4 swords is in reverse is saying there's some sort of restlessness. There's an inability to come to some sort of truce or compromise, perhaps with someone else, and there may be a need for a third party to change that shit up. But if none of those things are happening for you, Capricorn, then this is you experiencing restlessness on how to get peace of mind or bring to rest the money issues that you're experiencing, because whatever's going on in your money situation has you feeling restless. Either way, you're restless about this shit, okay? And so what's clarifying that Four of Swords is you do have the Two of Swords and you do have the Hermit. So you could be dealing with a hermit. You could be dealing with the Virgo with the Hermit, okay? This is saying that there's conflict. All right, there's indecision, maybe not knowing what the option is or the choice, or maybe there's a refusal to see. But it looks like there's some sort of solution, or there's a need to analyze and really look at the situation and contemplate and go into introspection here. For some of you, you get what you're searching for, or you are restless because of what you are searching for here, because you're at an impasse, right? There's a stalemate happening here, and it's got you experiencing some conflict. Perhaps you don't know what the option needs to be, or this might be a battle of the lesser evils. Maybe there's two choices and you are struggling with which one is going to be the least likely to fuck you up, right? But this is you not having peace, right? You're not having peace because you are searching for a solution, or you're waiting for an answer, you're looking for an answer, or there's a need to analyze, or there's a result of you analyzing here. You may withdraw though. You may withdraw, take a step back so that you can recharge your batteries and come at this with fresh eyes. The Hermit energy is also talking about, you may be looking to, you might be restless and having conflict at how to minimize or come at your money situation and see what it is that you need to minimize or prioritize here. Now, 3 significant things, events, influences that's going to happen to your money and affect it is you do have Justice upright. So you could be dealing with the Libra, or there's a legal matter happening or coming in. You do have the Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, there is a new career opportunity that's going to begin for you, or a new source of money, or you gain something, or there's the potential to gain something here. And then you do have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So the Ten of Cups in reverse is speaking to experiencing some sort of unfulfillment, or, not being able to do everything you can. Not being able to have fulfillment with taking care of what your family needs are. There could be issues with how you spent money for Christmas, because it kind of looks Christmassy here, right? Back in December, or for the month of December. But there's some sort of unfulfillment. There could be some issues around family. But Ten of Cups in reverse is saying that the best circumstances don't seem to be happening with your money and finances situation, and you're experiencing some unfulfillment or issues where family is concerned, or your ability to give fulfillment to your family and even to yourself. So, and then we have what's going to be happening for you by the end. But let's just go back and take a look now at this Four of Swords that's in, not the Four of Swords, we just talked about that. Sorry. So be careful of confusion. And anyway, on Justice. Okay, like I said, there could be a legal matter. You could be dealing with a Libra. Justice is also saying that there's a need to come at this rationally, to be logical, to make the right decisions. Justice is also saying something will go in your favor, but also that the right thing is going to happen. And that Justice is also saying there's a need for you to do things above board. So if you was planning to lie, don't. If you did lie, you need to go ahead and repent or address it. But there's a need for you to balance and your money, or you are going to be able to experience balance with your money and finances here. because something happens in your favor when you have the Five of Wands in reverse and you have the Hierophant here, where you could be dealing with the Taurus. So you experience some balance with money, or you get a decision in your favor, or there's a legal matter, or things, the right thing happens for you, or something karmic happens for you, where you are coming out of strife, or you're able to avoid strife because either you gain some information, or you receive some sort of support from an institution or establishment such as a bank. But this is also with the Hierophant energy, this is you having knowledge, okay, using wisdom. You may be turning to that higher power, okay, to avoid negative issues or negative changes, or address them. This might be a matter where somebody's, you scratch my back and I scratch yours. Be careful about that game playing. I say that because in the middle of this for you Capricorn, I just had the need to scratch my back. Maybe somebody scratches your back here, but somehow there's some sort of balance brought here, but there is balanced choice that needs to happen. Okay, so there's something that you may be able to have instituted, or that is established because of this Hierophant energy, or there's some sort of commitment that occurs here, or as a result of some sort of rules or regulations. Okay, and then we have this Ace of Coins. So this can be a new resource of money. For some of you, this could be inheritance. Okay, for some of you, it is inheritance because of a family member, or someone you're close to passing, and there is some inheritance here for you. And so my condolences to you. But the Ace of Pentacles is also saying for some of you, there's a new job that's going to come up for you. This Ace of Pentacles is also a new source of money, or some sort of gift of money, or there's an opportunity that you gain that's tangible. What's clarifying that Ace of Pentacles is you do have the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So this Ace of Pentacles is going to bring some balance here for you. Okay, it's going to be something that brings some sort of positive change for you, and it allows you to have some stability, or this is something that is as a result of you being able to see things line up, or you get some success or completion with something. Okay, this could also be to do with home, something that's home related, where you experience a change, or something gets balanced, or maybe something gets juggled, or perhaps it's just a result of a practical decision that's being made here. You do have in this Two of Pentacles, somebody might be the person that's holding you up, right? Helping you to stay balanced here. But it looks like with this Ace of Pentacles, you experience some sort of balance here that's positive, and that is an improvement for your money here. Now, then we get to this Ten of Cups, but it's in reverse. So with this Ten of Cups in reverse, there's some sort of unfulfillment here. You're not getting the satisfaction that you want in this situation. Concerning money, something's going wrong for some of you about your family. For some of you, this just may be a lack of gratitude and a lack of appreciation, right? Either on your part or somebody else, or with family. But the Ten of Cups in reverse does say that for better or worse, there's an ending of a phase here, okay? And you might want to be more focused on having more appreciation, more gratitude for the circumstances you find yourself in, even if they're not quite fulfilling for you, or maybe a family member is able to support and help you balance, and they may not be able to give you quite as much as you would hope to have or like to be working with to help you with your money and finances, but it still help, shit like that. So it's like, count the cost, man, here. With all this red, there is a focus on that stability with the root chakra here. So this here is perhaps there may be a need to be mindful about being cautious, or needing to be diligent. Maybe there's a need to be more watchful and curious, but also definitely use your wits, as it has to do with how you're going to make sure your finances are safe and secure, or efforts towards that, so that you can have some sort of emotional stability, or be able to do what you need to for family, or whether or not family can do what you need for you. But there's an air of unfulfillment here. Okay, and what's clarifying that is you do have the Magician and the Chariot, so that's two major arcana. So there's a lesson in this for you as well. They are in the upright, but what's interesting here is the Magician is about you needing to plan and having the capability and ability to have the power of influence on your money and finances and create what you want, right? But see, it also, you see these cards, so it's like there's a need to be careful of how you play your cards. Like, are you playing your cards well? Are you playing your cards right with this Magician energy? How are you influencing this? What are you doing in order to be resourceful, or as it has to do with opportunity? Are you gaming here? Are you playing games of chance here with your ability to manifest? Are you trying to be manipulative and cunning and sleight of hand? Be careful here. I mean, the Magician is in the upright, so it looks like that it's just maybe a simple focus on how to dominate and be crafty and cunning. Okay, but you do have this Chariot, so the Chariot is saying that there's a focus on having victory, or taking control, or having the will and fortitude, or with what you're manifesting here. It looks like there's the ability to have victory, but there's a focus on timing. Timing could be an issue, or timing can be of the essence. But if you notice, the two horses are going in opposite directions. So it looks like there's an ability to manifest and have victory, but there may be issues with having forward movement, or there may be a need to go with the flow. There may be a need to take control. There may be an obstacle or two you need to get through. The timing may be off, or you might need to wait for the right time, or play your hand or play your cards right here. But also, whatever's supposed to be moving forward, there's opposites, right? There's an issue of the opposites here. So it looks like you could be dealing with the Magician here, Capricorn. You could be dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius. With the Chariot here, you could be dealing with the Cancer individual here. But it looks like you have the power and the skills and the experience to create what you want, or to be crafty about this. But it looks like you need to be careful at how you steer this, or there may be issues with being able to take control, or something about this, issues with the ability to move forward or get victory or arrive to your destination, and something to do with timing here concerning your money and finances. You might be having issues with someone who's a Cancer individual that might be impeding your ability to see fulfillment here, or there may be there's something that's at odds with the way you are going about manifesting something, or while you're trying to manifest or have the power of influence. Something is off here, or there's some sort of blockage, but it's something to do with timing, or perhaps with the Cancer individual or family member here. Yeah, there's something about there's issues of being able to take control, or issues with the ability to recalibrate this fully. Now, Capricorn, by the end of, or there may be struggle. There may be a struggle here. Okay? Between your emotions and your fortitude as well. So be mindful of that. You do have the wheel of fortune, but it is in reverse. So there could be like no change or no shift in the situation, or in a particular situation, or you know, this is also speaking to there's a negative turning point that's happening here with the wheel of fortune. Okay, or that it, again, this is speaking to that the timing is off. The timing is off, or it's not the right time, because it looks like what's clarifying that is you do have the Ten of Cups upright, and then you do have Death upright. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio. So it looks like, you know, there's the ability to get fulfillment here, or you do get some sort of fulfillment, but it's going to require change or letting go, or you experience some sort of loss. Or if you do experience loss with money, or where there is loss with money, something new will turn up in its place. Perhaps it's around this Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this Death card is speaking to release, letting go, experiencing loss, experiencing change. Okay, definitely experiencing change with your money and finances that doesn't feel positive to you, or has a negative turn on it for you here, or is a result of the lack of change or not enough change. So in terms of your attitude towards money, you are here as Death, Capricorn. It says release the past and change. So there's a need to release the past. There's a need to let go. There's a need to make changes and see how you can get some renewal, or end something, but focus on the new something, right? Because you do have this Ace of Pentacles here. So there's a need for you to let go, to change. Whatever you can transform, of course, transform. Whatever you can bring new into form, do that too. But something new comes into form for you, or at least there's the potential for it, for you to see things line up and have success and completion here. So don't let family get in the way of that. And also be careful about, you know, your interest towards the level of interest you have about how far you're willing to go for your own fulfillment and satisfaction here, but also with your interest towards perhaps wanting to bring fulfillment and satisfaction to those you care about. Okay, so be mindful of that. I do want to see what some additional message can be for you. Okay, so where there's loss, focus on recovery, or, you know, you may have to cut your losses and, you know, focus on how you can change something. For some of you, there's issues with something you're trying to bring back or resurrect, when you perhaps should let it go instead, because it might end up costing you money, or money being taken from you when you didn't expect, or that whatever's taken you aren't going to be able to recoup. Okay, because you do have as the condition of your money by the end is this negative turning point, or this is just saying it's not yet, it's not time. And remember, you do have a time for healing, and what do you need to release? So you have journal. Keep a journal of your business journey. Write down all of your dreams, desires, and goals. Paint a picture of the lifestyle you want and review it daily. So details, 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 and write everything down. Keep track of things. Keep a regular account of things. Okay? Stay on top of things here. Okay? If there's whatever's going on with money where you are prompted that you need to keep a log or keep a journal, or you need to jot things down, or you need to keep an accurate account of something, so that it's something you can turn back to help you, whether it is to be able to recount something, or with the effort to get something back, or with perhaps trying to avoid losing something. There's a need for you to have a daily review and a daily accurate account here as to how you would change it, or where you may need to see what you need to let go of, or where you experience some sort of loss. But change is happening here. You have change here. You have change here. And the wheel is always about change. Okay? So it looks like something is a little stagnant. You also have offer. Identify the specific qualities of your ideal client or customer and make solid, no-brainer offers that they're happy to buy. Okay? So don't make promises you can't keep. And whatever you're promising, you are going to be expected to follow through. So make sure you are doing things that are on the up and up. Okay? And this is also, you know, if you're the person that is dealing with someone where there's an offer being extended to you, there's a need for you to make sure you're looking at the details. And that you've seen the full picture, and what is the goal here? Like, what is this going to look like for you with this offer? And you might even need a profile, okay? Or to create a profile, or ask for a profile, okay? Now, you also have, as guidance from Spirit, is organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organize your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. So again, there's that speaking to journal and organizing. So it looks like there's a need for you to tighten up and tidy up your financial situation and see where you can budget better, or where changes need to happen here, or as a result of the changes that you find yourself experiencing here. And you do also have moonlighting. You can start working on your dreams career. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So moonlighting, there may be a need to either keep the job you have or take on another job, or there's a need to do a job while you are perhaps having some sort of goal or dream that you're after on a financial front that you see as a new opportunity, an entrepreneurship, or where there might be some changes needed to be made because there may be some fluctuation around your business or business dealings. Okay, so stay at the creative board of ideas and solutions, but there's a need to still make the donuts. Okay, you need some sort of income coming in, or you need to make changes because there's a change to your income, or there's a loss or something is taken while you are either trying to recoup it, or that you lose. Okay, or to release and change things before shit get negative for you. Okay, you're definitely experiencing restlessness for a reason, so pay attention and don't ignore the signs or the red flags. Okay, look at shit more closely, analyze what's going on, and face it with the Two of Swords and the Hermit here. I hope these messages help. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching, Capricorn. Bye.